The white-faced hornet is an aerial yellowjacket, one of 7 or 8 species in the genus Dolichowespila in North America. However, it is not a true hornet, it is a yellowjacket. The white-faced hornet is also known as bold-faced hornet, bold hornet, white-tailed hornet, black jacket, and bull wasp. The white-faced hornet is found in most of the 48 contiguous states throughout Canada and in Alaska. The white-faced hornet gets its name from the ivory white markings on the face. The thorax, legs, and abdomen also have white markings. The queen and her offspring range in size from 13 millimeter to 20 millimeter. The queen is usually the largest yellowjacket in the colony. In the spring, fertilized queens that have overwintered in protected places, such as in hollow trees, rock piles, under bark, and in the walls and attics of buildings, become active and begin to build a nest. The queen collects cellulose from weathered and rotting wood, chews the wood adding her saliva, and takes the paste and makes a papery material to construct the nest. She creates a few brood cells within the nest and deposits eggs in them and feeds the larvae when they hatch. This first brood will assume the duties of nest building, food collection, feeding the larvae, and protecting the nest. Each nest consists of a queen, worker hornets, and drones. In a small cell colony, there may be one queen, followed by 17 to 21 female workers, while large colonies may have 2 to 6 queens and 10 to 52 workers. The workers are all female and are responsible for all stinging attacks and nest building. Female hornets will sting repeatedly to protect the colony. The drones are all male and have no stinger. Drones come from non-fertilized eggs. Their job is to mate with certain females whose offspring will become queens. The queen takes 6 days to hatch eggs, but it will take 9 to 10 days after the larvae stage to grow into adults. The female white-faced hornets are often seen on untreated wood surfaces. They work tirelessly removing wood fibers used for nest construction. The nest starts off small, the size of a baseball, becoming oval-shaped as it grows. Inside the nest is a standard waffle pattern that contains hornet larvae. Nests are usually a gray color and located in bushes and shrubbery at least 3 feet off the ground, and in trees as high as 60 feet or more. They are sometimes found under the eaves of buildings and other man-made protected locations. When built in trees, they become almost invisible. Most people never even know it's there until the leaves drop in the fall. They do not reuse an old nest and start with a new nest every year. Before summer ends, it can be over 2 feet long and hold several hundred hornets. Early in the spring and summer, protein in the form of live prey is the usual diet, consisting of flies, other yellow jackets, fruits, meat, spiders, and many other types of insects. Adults also consume liquids like juices or nectar, but will bring back solids such as insects or carrion for the larvae to consume. Some nests are so full of yellow jacket remains that the inside has a yellowish cast to it. As the season progresses and there are fewer larvae to feed, the workers will take nectar and other forms of carbohydrates. The hornet's life cycle ranges from 4 to 5 months, depending on the geographic location. The duration of the nest is almost 6 months. Most of the colony, other than the newly fertilized potential queens that will overwinter, will die before or shortly after the first hard frost. While it is true that white-faced hornets do have a bad temper when their nests are disturbed, they are generally not a problem when found away from the nest. You don't need to be actively irritating the hornets at the moment you are stung. Once you get in their sights, you can leave for a short time and then come back, and they will actually fly past other people to sting the person they know was causing them problems. White-faced hornets can be considered a beneficial insect in that they reduce populations of unwanted insects, including other yellow jackets, and will help pollinate flowers when they are searching for nectar. Unless the nests are located close, within 10 feet of an entrance to a building, under an eave that is close to the ground, or in shrubbery next to a lawn that is mowed, the nests can be ignored. However, individuals with known sensitivities to wasp and bee stings should have any nests close to their homes removed by a professional pest control company.